Our next guest is a very funny guy. You know him from Veep, The After Party, and Ted Lasso. Next, he voices a tyrannical orange in Sausage Party, Foodtopia. All episodes are on Prime Video now. Please welcome Sam Richardson.
Thank you.
All right, Sam, so last time I saw you was at the Emmys.
Yes.
Where you won.
I did,
For
yeah.
Ted
Thank you.
Lasso. Bad day for me. Actually, a good day. I was hosting.
You were
that
hosting.
year.
It was a good day
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Crushed.
That was a good day, but the year prior to that, I lost for the 13th time.
Oh, yeah. That's an unlucky number, too.
Yeah. I consider myself to be the Black Susan Lucci of the Emmys.
I always say that about you.
But you won. That was a great night for you. Let's talk about that night.
Oh, man, it was such a fun night. I didn't expect my name to get called, so I'm like up there, I give a speech, and so excited, partying, everything, and get home, and my cat humbled me real quick.
Oh, how so?
He puked in my shoe. So just I'm like, hey, I won, and he's like, ow, and I go upstairs, take my white shoes, and inside there's a porridge, with little chunks of kibble in there. So.
Oh well, reality always sets in.
It really does keep you grounded. It's important.
Okay, so now help me. Ghanaian.
Ghanaian.
Okay,
yes.
You played a Ghanaian billionaire.
Yes, named Edwin Akufu.
On Ted Lasso.
Uh-huh.
Now.
Yeah, billionaires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your mother's from Ghana.
My mother's from Ghana. Yes.
Yeah. So how was it portraying a Ghanaian character on television? And did you have to check in with your mom, or did your mom say you didn't do us justice?
No, my mom was super supportive. It's always a little difficult, to do an accent that's not your own, and even Toheeb is using a Nigerian accent that's not his natural accent. So you're fighting against using your accent that's not their accent, that's not your accent. Mm-hmm. But I think I did a good job. Every now and then somebody's like, that's not Ghanaian, but then every now and then somebody's Ghanaian's like, that's a great job. You did a good job.
How often do you get to go back home to Ghana?
Not as often as I'd like. When I was a little kid, I'd go back and forth once, twice a year. You know, up until high school, where I couldn't go back and forth as much. And the last time I was there was pre-pandemic, so it's been a minute.
Okay.
But I need to go back.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful place. I've gone a few times, but home for you, Detroit.
I was born in Detroit, so lived between Ghana and Detroit, but mostly in Detroit.
Mostly Detroit, and your family had a Ghanaian restaurant.
Yes.
In Detroit. Let's talk about that.
Yes, it was called Jinyami House restaurant. It was on Gratiot, and it was in Detroit. They served Ghanaian food to Detroit people.
All right, I want to bring this up right here because this was a news article, right? That says if you look into the window and if there's a lively little finch jumping around in a bird cage, that means the house is serving. Yeah. How? So you had what's a finch?
A finch is a little tiny bird.
So there's a bird just flying around this little Ghanaian restaurant.
It's a little cage, but that was my pet finch. His name was Pumpkin. I was about.
Can we talk about the name of the bird?
I named him that because I just love Halloween. I always have.
All right.
Oh, Halloween. Halloween! Yeah, it's the spookiest holiday.
All right, now I know how it's like. So did you have to work in the restaurant?
Not work as in I think probably some labor laws would allow a 3-year-old to work in the kitchen.
Okay.
But I was we lived above the restaurant.
Yes.
So we had the apartment was above the restaurant. So I remember just being kind of all over the apartment, of course, and I'd be in the kitchen and not out front. I was kind of like the mascot of this restaurant, kind of just being cute and smiling and be try this fufu. Yeah. Fried plantain.
All right. Now, and I ask you this because I did a little history. You know, working for my dad owned plus-size women clothing stores.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And so my father wanted me to work for him.
Yeah.
You know, so he was a tough boss, and I never went to work for him. So I wanted to ask if you ever had to work for your dad, and how was that working for your father?
So my dad, later on, he opened an Outback Steakhouse.
Okay.
At that Outback, I worked there.
So an African opened an Australian steakhouse. Okay.
Well, my dad's American. My mom's,
Oh, okay.
my mom's African. So not crazy. But I did a million jobs there. I worked carry out. You know, I was a busser. I was a server. I wanted to do everything but bartend, but I wasn't allowed to bartend.
Yeah.
But anytime I had a day off, it's hard when your dad is a boss and you live at home, because I'm like,
Yes.
I got the day off. Like, oh, you think so? Artist just called in. You're working.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I had mine was kind of just like that. I was living at home after college, went home. My dad wanted me to work for him, and I knew if I worked for him, I would never get paid. But I was living in his house, so I had to go work for him. I decided not to work for him, and so he put a padlock on the refrigerator. so I couldn't eat food, because I went and got a job at the mall working in another clothing store.
Oh.
Well, they were paying. My daddy wasn't giving up any money.
Fair.
He was like, boy, you live in this house for free. You don't work for free.
That's the...
All right. I also hear that you know, a couple of your coworkers were Outback, of the Outback, blooming an onion, so to speak.
The sweetest treat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you know, so the dynamic between a father and a son one works for the other. I'm trying to be cool with my coworkers, so we're in the back smoking weed, and can I say that? Smoking weed? Am I under arrest? This is California.
It's legal.
It's legal? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was smoking weed. And my dad busts out, "What's everybody doing?" And everybody scatters, and it's just me. My dad's like, "Sam, who was it?" And I'm like, "Dad, I got to be cool with my coworkers. You can't have me narc on these guys."
Right.
You know? Like, so either I get privileges as a son who's working in here, which I got none, by the way, or you know, or you get I'm an employee, and just like I'm not gonna narc to him, and I didn't.
Okay, good that you're not a snitch. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Now,
Halloween. Yeah, my Halloween.
Is that the new code for smoking weed?
That's right.
Halloween.
That's right.
Hey, Guillermo, make sure we have some Halloween after the show.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'll take care of that.
So your parents were cool enough to smoke. Are they cool enough to watch Sausage Party?
Oh, I say no. I mean, the show is so raunchy. I wouldn't tell them about. I wouldn't tell. This is me telling them about it right now. Mom, Dad, Sausage Party is on TV.
Right.
But my mom can get kind of upset about stuff she sees as too crude. Like, I did a movie. It's called Game Over Man, where I have like this death scene where I get yanked out of a window, I fall like 20 stories, and I get splattered on the ground.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "Mom, don't watch this. Don't watch.
Right.
Do not watch this." She was like, "Okay." And the next day, my dad calls, like, "Your mom's very upset by watching that movie." He said she didn't like to see you die. I'm like, "Yeah, I told her not to watch it."
Yeah. All right, Sam, before we go, I'd like to do something that two black men have never done on a talk show before.
Okay.
How limber are you right now?
I'm pretty limber.
Yeah, I haven't stretched at all.
Okay.
But it's been known that I can do the splits, and so can you. You want to pop down and do the splits for these people before we leave?
I would. Can I make an addendum?
What's the addendum?
Can I do a jumping toe touch?
Oh, well, I can't. Okay, well, you're going to do your jumping toe touch while I sit back and watch.
Okay.
All right. Everybody thank Sam. Sausage Party Foodtopia is on Prime Video now. We'll be right back with Role Models.